How much of the difference between gender role is based on biology and how much is determined by society? Some researchers feel biological differences determine many societal expectations of men and women. Others believe that differences in behavior are learned, not inborn. The shoulders theory of gender roles. We are born male or female, to become masculine or feminine takes years of complex development. Sex. Biologically based categories of female and male. Gender. Culturally constructed distinctions between feminine and masculine. Gender stereotypes. Widely held belief about the behavior of males and females also include supposed abilities, personality traits, and expected social behaviors. Male stereotypes. Active in sports, hunting, aggressive, competitive, leadership, mechanical aptitude. Female stereotypes. Emotional, easy to cry, interested in the arts, gentle, not aggressive or assertive, home orientation. Family-oriented, children. Key point. All categories of stereotypes are based on an element of truth. It becomes a stereotype when we overgeneralize. Socialization. The norms and behavior expected of people in a particular society, learning to behave in a moment that's considered appropriate, traditionally includes efforts to train children about gender roles. Gender roles. Expectations about what is appropriate behavior for each sex. Operant conditioning. The power of reward and punishment, a form of learning in which responses come to be controlled by their consequences, who, parents, teachers, important others, reinforcement of gender-appropriate behavior, negative response to inappropriate behavior. Observational learning. A form of learning influenced by observation of others' behavior. Fact, children imitate both males and females. Most children imitate same-sex models more than opposite-sex models. Same-sex peers may be even more influential than adults. Self-socialization. Children are active agents in their own gender role. Socialization. 3 steps of self-socialization. 1. Children learn to classify themselves as M, F and to recognize their sex as a permanent quality. 2. Motivates them to value characteristics, behaviors associated with their sex. 3. Children strive to behave in line with what is considered gender appropriate. At cognitive abilities. 1. On average, females tend to exhibit slightly better verbal skills than males. Females start to speak earlier. Females tend to have a larger vocabulary. Females appear to be stronger semantically. At cognitive abilities. 2. During the high school years, males show a slight advantage in mathematical ability. At cognitive abilities. 3. Starting in the grade school years, males tend to score higher on tasks that require visual and working memory. B. Social behavior and personality. Studies indicate that males tend to be more physically aggressive than females. Females tend to be more verbally aggressive than males, a pattern that shows up early in childhood and continues into adulthood. There are gender differences in nonverbal communication. Females are more sensitive to subtle nonverbal cues. Benbow, 1988. A study of gifted 7th and 8th grade students, top 500 math students in 7th and 8th grade students. Took a math subtest of the SAT boys outnumbered girls 17 to 1 in groups scoring over 700 results of the English subtest, girls outnumbered boys 15 to 1 in groups scoring over 700. Becker, Carli, Eagly, 1993. Females appear to be slightly more susceptible in persuasion and conforming to group, societal pressures than males. Looks, style. Oliver and Hyde, 1997. Females tend to be more trusting and empathetic. On average, males are more sexually active than females. Males have a more permissive attitude about causal, premarital, and extramarital sex. Families. Studies show that parents don't treat girls and boys as differently as we think that, but fathers do. Engage in more rough house play with sons than daughters. As children grow, they are encouraged to play with different types of toys. Household chores assigned tend to depend on sex of child. Girls tend to be assigned household-oriented chores. Boys tend to be assigned more outdoor labor-oriented chores. Schools. Preschool and grade school teachers frequently reward behavior in pupils. Teachers tend to pay greater attention to the behavior of males more than females for inappropriate behavior. Media. TV shows have traditionally depicted men and women in highly stereotypic ways. Women, submissive, passive, emotional, worried about trivial matters, sex objects, men, independent, assertive. Composed, work-oriented, serious about matters.